According to Bristol-Myers Squibb, clinical trials and research are a critical part of bringing new medicines to patients. Through the data generated, important scientific questions are answered, and a better understanding about the efficacy and safety of the study medicines and their potential as treatment options for patients can be gained. Being part of a clinical trial may have risks, but it may also have benefits. According to the National Institutes of Health, participants in clinical trials play a more active role in their own healthcare. They may also gain access to potential treatment for a disease. They may be able to get information about resources and support groups. There are multiple phases of clinical trial participation. These phases each have an important role in helping researchers determine the efficacy of potential therapy. According to the National Institutes of Health, phase 1 of clinical trials test an experimental treatment on a small group of 20 to 80 often healthy people. This phase is conducted to judge the study drug's safety, side effects, and to find the correct drug dosage. Phase 2 of clinical trials focuses on effectiveness. This phase aims to obtain preliminary data on whether the investigational drug works in people who have certain disease or condition. These trials also continue to study safety, including short-term effects. This phase can last several years and utilizes between 30 and 100 individuals. And phase 3 of clinical trials gathers more information about safety and effectiveness, studying different populations and different dosages using the study drug in combination with other drugs. The number of subjects usually ranges from several hundred to 3,000 people. And if the FDA agrees that the trial results are positive, it will approve the experimental therapy. It is very important to have African American participants in clinical trials so that researchers can have data on how investigational therapy works in various populations and can potentially meet the needs of these populations in the future. While this may not be everything you need to know before agreeing to be a participant in medical research, here are the questions that would help start the conversation. Be sure to ask, what's the purpose and what will happen? What kind of drugs, tests, and study treatments will I receive? How long will the study last? And how many times will I have to go to the facility administering it? How will you keep my information private? And what happens when the study ends? Make sure you have all of your questions answered before you agree to join a clinical trial. In conclusion, clinical trials are important because they advance science, medicine, and healthcare. They allow us to investigate the effectiveness of potential new treatments while allowing researchers and physicians to investigate how to improve, prevent, and diagnose and treat diseases. For individuals diagnosed with melanoma, please visit the BMS Study Connect link in the description box.